Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Atla Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that people make now a lot of money with airdrops. For example, a guy made more than $1 million just with yesterday's Jupiter airdrop. So let's talk about that, and also what can happen to the lot of money, what people receive with airdrops, and what kind of impact it could have on the altcoin market. Right, then we had Jerome Powell talking yesterday, and well, he said that the March rate cut is not likely. And the third news is all about the New York Community Bank, which stock went down 40% after it reported a huge loss in Q4 last year. And guess what? This is the bank which actually acquired the assets and liabilities of the collapsed Signature Bank. Interesting story. So, guys, all this in today's video, and don't forget, every single day I'm making these fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain related videos here on Blockchain Bloom. So if you would like to get this fresh, crispy information, then simply subscribe to this YouTube channel and also hit the like button if you like this kind of content. Okay, now let's do it. Okay, and when I share here the screen, we can see the prices. Bitcoin is basically hasn't really moved, right? It's 0.3% in the last 24 hours, down $42,716. Ethereum holding itself as well. When we're looking at top gainers, Pit Network 8% up, Render 7%, and Chainlink about 1%. Well, that's interesting. Mina 6%. I don't know this. These two should swap here. Anyway, FTX token going down the most in the top 100 with 25%, Jupiter 13% down, and Sui about 6% down. Okay, and let's have a quick look at the candlestick chart. Well, what we can see here, we can see actually and reverse head and shoulders when you're looking at this. And it went all the way down to this support line, 42,000-ish, tiny little bit under it, 41,846 exactly. And now we're coming back. So maybe when it comes back and it breaks above it, then we can go up. Well, but still holding itself pretty well. You know, this here the daily chart, but when we're looking at here the weekly, and this is what we more should focus on, then basically what we can see that here since December, the beginning of December, we kind of moving sideways. No major drama, right? Even on this week, when the all the way down here, we then came back. So on the weekly, we're looking good. And when we zoom out, then we still look at this. It's a very nice bullish trend, what we can see here. So we always should zoom out a little bit. Right, guys, and now let's move to the first topic. And the first topic that now lots of people making money with airdrops. And for example, a guy yesterday received more than $1 million because of the Jupiter airdrop. Okay, so well, yesterday was a significant airdrop by Jupiter, and the token was launched. And here is this guy here. Actually, you can go and check his channel. That he made more than $1 million. So guess what? A guy sitting in his bedroom making videos about crypto, a young guy, and then he makes that amount of money. How he did it, basically, he explains it in video, what are the steps, what he's doing frequently. So those receive the Jupiter airdrop who has used Jupiter Exchange DEX, in before November. But this was just one out of the 4 rounds. So 3 more rounds to go. So maybe they're doing it on the yearly basis, and maybe the next snapshot going to be again in this November this year. So when you listen to this video here at the end, he is just talking about what he shows the whole process, what he's doing, and he made it to a daily routine. So what you can do in Jupiter, a lot of things you can do, not just swap, but so many other things, bridge, and so on and so forth. And basically, he made all these steps every single morning. It's part of his morning routine. And it paid off because eventually, when the airdrop came, he received a lot of money. And basically, it was pretty good. You know, there are lots of news about it. It worked out pretty well. So if you can see that 1 billion DeFi trading volume on Jupiter in 3 hours, as you can see here, and 0 validator failed, no lost transaction, no issues at all. So even the Solana blockchain performed pretty well. We haven't heard about Solana problems for a while, but in the past we got used to it that Solana kind of has opening hours or whatever they said. But now it's getting better, and Jupiter is a very great tool. What you should definitely check out and use, and working way better than Uniswap, much cheaper, and all these kind of things. And yeah, if you use it, if you do these kind of things, you might be eligible for the next airdrop, which could be great. This was actually a pretty big one. I remember the good old days back in 2020 was the one when we received the Uniswap airdrop. That was big back then. And I also received, I had a couple of addresses I use Uniswap with, and so you received the airdrop by every single address. So it was amazing, great times. And but that was actually after the halving. Now this is happening before the halving now. So in many other ways. So 2 things I would mention, it's worth to check out. If you have time for these kind of things, then if you using as you could use the Manta network or actually Jupiter or so many others, if you're just using it because you're using it, you're testing it, so helping them, therefore you're going to be eligible for airdrops in the future. Not every project is doing it, but now airdrops is getting kind of hot, and more projects going to do it. So yeah, and these are quality projects, to be honest with you. That's also very important. The other thing is the IDOs. If you join now Launchpads, the Launchpad tokens are pretty cheap, nowadays. But those going to be more expensive as the bull run is getting hotter. And to join a Launchpad to get into an IDO is going to be pricey. So, and also in the mid part of the bull market and towards the end, to join an IDO is not that a big deal. Because the competition will be way too big, and by the time you receive the IDO, maybe it will be already bear market. However, at the early stage of the bull market, getting into the IDOs, that could be also a great money. So these are just couple of ideas. Okay, now let's move to the next topic. The next topic is all about the FOMC meeting and Jerome Powell's speech. So Jerome Powell said, basically, bottom line is that March rate cuts is not likely. So basically now what they did, it was not about that it will decrease the interest rate, it's going to increase it. It was a pause, and we were looking forward what he's saying about March. And it looks like March is too early for rate cuts. It may be just going to happen in the summer. And we could see the market. The market also tanked a little bit because of these news. Because when he would say something great about March and the rate cuts are coming, that would boost the market. But actually, now the opposite happened. But no major issues. Many times happened that they saying some hawkish thing, and then it goes down the next day, maybe tomorrow, we're going back. So who knows? Bitcoin is holding itself, I think, still pretty well. Okay, and now the third topic, which is all about the New York Community Bank, which stock went down significantly. Yeah, let's talk about that. So maybe another bank's run could come, question mark, because New York Community Bank plunges 40% after reporting a $260 million worth of loss. So basically, New York Community Bank Corp acquired the assets and liabilities of the collapsed Signature Bank during the regional banking turmoil. You know, if you remember, it was at the beginning of 2023. And now in the fourth quarter, they reported a 260 million loss. Because of this report came out. Look at this. Here you can see how they tanked. So banks, not that safe. Okay, they're they're always the ones which we got helped out, and banks kind of survive mostly. But it's just good to know that these kind of troubles in the background, it is not over. And this is just another example. I'm not saying here that another bank run or something coming just what we happened about a year ago, but this is interesting, and this really behaved like a kind of shitcoin, but it's not. It's a stock of this bank. Right, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I'm making you fresh cryptocurrency and blockchain related videos here on Blockchain Bloom. So if you don't want to miss a single important thing, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also hit the like button if you like this kind of content what I'm creating. And yeah, see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.